Kettlebell triathlon session. Sticking with the 3-3-4 for today. Considered going longer with a lighter weight, but I've only done the 18s once this week. Been training with them on a regular basis, so I was approaching the 20, but a little bit of a setback. Nah, not a setback. I've had some downtime. So, hi, my friend. How are you? Hello, my friend. It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. It's not really a setback, but I've been sore, and I'm not recovering quickly the way I usually do, even at my semi-advanced age. So my back's been a bit iffy, so I need to take it careful today. That's the plan. The guy says, Asalam. I can't see the last part. But thank you. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. I got one more warm-up today. Then we're going to start. Got to chalk up the belt. I'll check in one more time. Like I said, I got 3-3-4. 9 o'clock. I'm going to take it easy today. Just want to use a heavier weight that I haven't used since Monday. And get some solid reps. Feeling good. About 2 weeks ago when I used this for the 3-3-4, I went out hoping to hit a PR and I crashed and burned. I'm not going to make that mistake. I just want to get in reps today. All right. Let me see. How do you guys suit up with my belt and my wraps? Get my first set in and hope for the best. Hi, Anna. Hi, says Anna, my friend. How are you? Appreciate you guys being here. Here's the plan. I'm going to take it easy today. I'd still like to hit 100 reps total. With that's the long cycle, clean and jerks, both of those for 3 minutes, and then one arm snatch for 4 minutes, 2 minutes each side. See if I can do that. I have an awesome rep counter if you happen to stop by. I'm always happy to see you. I'm always happy to see you, Anna, just to hang out. Last week I only got 20 reps, and it was a tough rep. It was a tough set. It was a tough set because I went out for, I think, 8. I might even get 9 on my first minute. Like I said, I wanted to go all out, but it was a mistake to go out that fast. And I never recovered from it for the rest of my workout. Every single step was off because of that. So I'm going to be conservative. Three minutes on the clock. believe that was 18. All right, 3-ish minutes to rest. Not that I haven't been resting. There's a difference. Hey, Walker Method. Good morning, Neil. There's a difference between recovering and resting. When I put the belt down, first objective is to recover. Get my breath back. Relax. Get my breathing back to relatively normal. It's not going to be normal for a little bit. And then I put 3 minutes on the clock to rest. The recovery is essential. Again, it gets me breathing better, gets me breathing easily. It's also part of the training to recover, to recover as quick as possible. And then resting is just prepare for the next upcoming set, which is coming up. What's up, Marlon? Well, you know when you're making gains in the traps, when you can see them without taking the shirt off. Thanks for the rep count, Anna. Anna got me to 18. Thank you. Checking out those traps, Marlon. See what I mean? That's when you know you're making gains with a Z, gains. When you see the traps without taking your shirt off. Thank you so much, Shirley. Shirley says, you got this, you got everything. You know what? When I have a friend like Shirley, I do have everything. I certainly do have everything. When I have a friend like Shirley, when I have a friend like Anna, when I have a friend Marlon and Shahi, who was in earlier. Who was it? Was it Mark Twain? Said maybe it was Mark Twain. But you truly lack nothing when you have friends. Maybe it was me who said it. I'll stand by that. Marlon says, of course, but still be nice to see them in all their glory. But they're there no matter what. Probably even in a winter jacket. I don't know about a winter jacket. That's big gains, man. I don't know if I'm making the big gains. I'm just happy to be doing it, guys. Right now, my back is sore. Hey, Cat. I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment. I need to anyway to keep my insurance up. I need an exam. They want to check a few things, 60-year-old things. All right, we're gonna get ready for kettlebell jerks. Cat, I hope you're feeling good today. I hope all is well at work. Ease into it. Don't let him push you. Let's see. That Undy in the gym? Just Yogi and his gains. Just Yogi and his traps. Just Yogi and his traps that are too big for his basement. That actually is one of my favorite muscles. I think I mentioned that before. I'm not saying that, I'm not going to call myself, well, maybe I will call myself. What do you think instead of Yogi? What do you think of Trapzilla? Cat, what do you think of that? Trapzilla. What do you think, Marlon? Anna, does that work? Just a Trapzilla in his basement? You can't fit Trapzilla in your basement? Trapzilla's traps too big to fit in his basement? What do you think? All right, guys. I purposely slowed down my set of long cycle. I needed to. And I'm glad I did, because there's no way I would have made 7 reps before. There's always a way. I don't think I would have. And it wouldn't have been fun. Let's see. Trapzilla doing yoga. How about that? Trapzilla doing yoga. We'll see. So I don't want to try to make up reps with this. It's not a good game to play with yourself. The case numbers when you're not feeling on par. Always better to just get reps in. My overall goal is 100 reps total. Even that might be pushing it a bit, but we're going to see. I'm sitting at 18 reps right now. I should be able to get 7 reps across the board. Let's see what happens. I think 22. Thinking it's 7, 7, 8. One arm snatch is next. To reach 100 reps, I need 60 total, 30 in each arm. That's assuming that I got 22 reps on that last set. I'm going to check in with Coach Anna. Four minutes on the clock. So 4 minutes of rest. 4 minutes of snatches. In the meantime, let's catch up. The cat say how she is? Excuse me. 18 plus 22. Taking off my shoes. Finish the counting. All right. I believe that comes to 40. Thank you, Shai. Hey, Abigail. 60 more reps. 30 per side. 15 reps each minute. And it says, how are you, cat? That's what I want to know. How is cat? So, what do we got here? Sniper says, Marlon, I was going to go live, but it was raining. Gets very, just wanted to you got to keep that focus. Wanted to get it done. I'm finished now for the day. Good money. Over 20 feet. I'm glad you are done. I'm glad you're safe. Hope you can get in, dry off, get something warm to eat, something warm to drink. Super amazing, Yogi. Thank you, Shai. Comment from you. I really appreciate that. 2 rounds, 40 reps. 1 round left. We'll see if I want to do a finisher or not. Probably not. My finisher will be my yoga and breath work upstairs. Second round of yoga. I start my day off with yoga. The very first thing after the bathroom, as I like to mention. I don't know why I like to mention it. Just so people know you got to take care of priorities. So first thing I do, go to the bathroom. I drink warm water. It's good for you. I should put stuff in it. Ayurvedic says you should put different herbs according to your dosha. Your dosha is your body's energetic structure. when we say energetic and Ayurvedic, I shouldn't say we, as I'm not an Ayurvedic specialist. Ayurveda is a sister science of yoga, dealing with more personal health, hygiene. Um, but according to yogic philosophy, when they say body, talking kosha, Kosha. Kosha means sheath, and we have different sheaths. We have what's called the food body, so solid. This is made up of um, the food that we take in, translated to energy, becoming this body, food body. Then we have the pranic body, the body that of prana. Prana, we always think of as breath. Hey, Frank, but prana rightly means energy, pranic energy that we take in by utilization of the breath. But everything, all matter, becomes matter, at least in appearance, by virtue of prana. Then we have the ethereal, the astral body. Then we have the intelligence body. And then finally, we have what's called the bliss body, which is the body of God, the body of the universe itself, of which we are part of. Let's see. Don't know what that means. I have one full-time job, and that's being here, wherever here happens to be. It varies. Sometimes here is my basement. Sometimes it's at my desk. Sometimes it's outside walking. I read about that this morning. William Thetford, the co-scribe of A Course in Miracles, after he retired from head of the psychology department at Columbia University. When people said, "So what are you doing now?" He said his full-time job, and his full-time job is forgiveness. You look just like another YouTuber, just like another YouTuber. How old is that other YouTuber? If he's under 60, then he looks just like me. I lay claim to the original because I'm old. And when you're old, you deserve something. You know what I mean? Of course, I get discounts. I get discounts at movies. I get discounts at the International House of Pancakes. But I don't go to the movies. I don't go to the International House of Pancakes. So claim my spot on YouTube. I need 60 reps. 30 total each side, 15 per minute. I'm going to try to be smart. I'm going to keep it at 15 reps that first minute. I'll set a moderate pace for the second minute. And then we'll see if I can eke out a few more reps just in case something goes off enough. You know, whatever you do on snatches, there's a chance that you might rip off a callus, which ends the set. There's a chance that you might get a new blister, which ends the set. There's a chance that your grip might start to give out, which you definitely want to end the set. Otherwise, you'll see the kettlebell flying at you. So see that. Not me, not you, not my wall, beyond this camera. We have good paneling there. It's been there since 1974. And it would end the paneling street. The panel is so proud of itself for surviving so long. My dad put this panel up. Probably in 1974. I guess we love. That's safe. Yeah. Sorry. Done. Done. Hey. Yeah, 32 and 30. But we put me 2 over my goal for the day. Bring you guys a little bit closer. Catch up. Say goodbye. And get ready to do my yoga. That hurt. Everything about it today. Jerks felt pretty good. Cat says, great job. Thank you. Oh, 103. That's one more than I thought. Thank you, Anna. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Could not have done it without you guys. So, this episode is great numbers here. Thank you, Super. You guys ever wondered what it's like to run 100 miles? Have you ever wondered what it's like to run 100 miles in barefoot sandals? You ever wonder what it's like to run 100 miles in barefoot sandals as a vegan, plant-based, 100%, after a diagnosis with cancer? Well, you can ask my friend Randy. He will be up this afternoon. We're going to talk ultra running as a spiritual and healing path. Hey, Evan. Hey, man, how are you? Your members are trust good, dude. They're very protective of each other, of our most vulnerable. But hey, Evan, you remember, you'd step up. Evan, if you were called to, you know what I mean? You would step up. I like to think that over the past year or so, Evan, I've gotten to know you a little bit. You would step up and protect those you cared about, right? Now, I know you can make an argument, you didn't mean this, you didn't mean that. And I would agree with you. However, we never know. You know what I mean? All we can ever do is come to our own interpretation of events. And when the interpretation appears to be that someone that we love and care about is in a precarious, sensitive position, they rush to say, here's the wonderful thing, Evan. If Kat and Jack, if Anna, if Shirley, Sniper, if any of them ever saw someone going after you, guess who'd step up? Guess who'd step up and say, enough, I'm knocking it out. So you got to take the zealous with the overzealous. You got to take the toughness with the, here's what I know. Hey, Jason, here's what I know about all of these people. I agree. They are a tough crew, but they have huge and tender and loving hearts. And that's the important thing, my friend. Hope everyone is amazing. It's amazing to be done. I'm really happy about that. Evan says, yeah, man, thanks, man. You've been a good friend, Evan. I really appreciate it. And I know, I'm pretty sure if someone came up after me, you'd jump up and say, hey, you might be right. Yogi might be a horrible person. And he is bald. And he does talk funny. And he sucks with kettlebells. And he doesn't even do that many burpees anymore. What's the deal? And I've never seen him do yoga before. You might agree with all of that. But you would say, but he's my friend. And only I'm allowed to say that about him. Jason says, everybody, Eric, uh, make me feel positive and better here. I'm glad to hear that, Jason. Jason, I'm just impressed. I'm impressed by you and what you've done on YouTube. I'm impressed with you and your life. Keep bouncing back from some tough situations that you found yourself in, and you keep coming back stronger, and you never waver. I've seen you in your hospital bed greeting your YouTube subscribers with such love and warmth that it's absolutely amazing to watch, my friend. Jason says, "You're my friend, Eric. You're the best." Thank you, Jason. You're the friend. You are a friend as well. And as far as best is concerned, I don't see a lot of people who can do a better YouTube short than my friend Jason. And it says, DJ Evan says, wait, question. How do you get you through the pain of working out? It's difficult, man. The body gets hurt. The body does get hurt. I know I'm hurting a little bad today. I'm going to be honest. I got a little scared because all these synchronistic events are popping up in my life that are pointing towards like something bad health-wise, and I don't like those synchronistic events. Now, here's the thing with synchronicities. Synchronicity means meaningful coincidences, but we are the ones that provide meaning to everything. So I know it's fear that is being projected upon those synchronistic events. Nonetheless, the fear is present. I don't want to push it aside because you push your fear aside, it's projected somewhere else on other people. It's no good. So I sit with it, I recognize it, and I work through it the best I can. The reason I bring that up is because I woke up this morning, my back was hurting, my knees are sore, my grip is shot. I feel old and ponderous, moving slow, even my walk, except I saw beavers, as well as some deer and a blue hare. So it was a good morning. Hey, Danny. The thing is, Evan, you show up. You do your little body scan. And you say, yeah, this hurts. And you ask yourself, is it going to hurt more if I do something? Is it going to be the same? Is it going to hurt less? For me, I feel better now than when I started. So that's important. Not just emotionally and not just mentally. I feel better physically than when I started. So make that inventory. What is your why? Why do you want to work out? When your why is bigger than your no, then you'll show up every day. You know that what I do now, when I was in my 40s, I started training in thought of what was going to feel like when I'm 50. I don't know if you remember me saying, after 4 actually failed attempts at a 100-mile race, just a week or so after my 50th birthday, I finally got my first 100-mile race. Dialed it in. Perfect training, perfect race, everything went. A year later, I actually missed the 100-mile race. I got just about 80 miles, but I was so disappointed, and that wasn't training, and it wasn't body-wise. Just something came up, family member that needed to be taken care of. Race director called me out of the race. By the time everything was handled, I didn't have enough time to finish the race. Could have tried, but that would have been hurt because I really would have had to push past my fastest that I've ever done. But the next week, I signed up for another 100-mile race and went out and nailed it again. And all through my 50s, I did a race a month, a 50K to a 100-mile to 24-hour race a month. But at the same time, I was thinking, how am I going to feel when I'm 60? In my 50s, I wanted to feel good. In my 60s, now I'm in my 60s. I start thinking about how do I want to feel in my 70s and then the 80s. So I don't want to mess around. I don't want to make mistakes. I want to be strong, agile, and fit throughout my life. And then I just want to spontaneously transcend on YouTube before everyone's eyes as I float up into the heavens. And you all will be waving. We need to pick a song. You guys will be singing a song, waving in the air, singing a song. Float on up. That's the plan. That's the plan. And I'm in no hurry for floating up to the others. And I'm happy to take a few with me. Um, Nice to see you, Jamie. Jamie, you gonna try a dragonfly, or are you training for one now? So that's the thing, Evan. How do you want the rest of your life to unfold? It's the same reason why I hit the meditation cushion. It's the same reason why I spread out my yoga mat. It's the same reason I do my breath work. It's the same reason I got a plan. I got a plan. The plan is continuously love and forgive throughout the remainder of my life. I gotta have a fit, healthy body to do it most effectively. If we got places to go, can't expect you guys to keep showing up on YouTube, right? Eric, if you have it figured out, man, you have incorporated every angle and know how to make it work. I wake up and feel sore because of jogging, but it helps me out mentally, so it's worth it. It is worth it, and eventually you won't feel quite so sore. Pick the days. Every day doesn't have to be. Here's the thing: you often hear people say, be a better version today than you were yesterday. A better version of yourself. Guess what? The self you were yesterday doesn't exist. When I talk about forgiveness, it is everything. Meaning, here's the thing with forgiveness, as presented in a Zen-like fashion. Forgiveness is bringing you back to the present moment. It's saying all the stuff that happened isn't happening now. It's important when you think about that in training. I forgive the illusion that I am the same self that was yesterday, which gives me a fresh start today. That means if I don't get 30 or 30 reps each side of my one-arm snatches, guess what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I didn't know that before. It literally felt like the end of the world. I'd get upset. I didn't do what I should have done. Didn't do what I put down in the notebook that I wanted to do. I used to compete. Am I better this year than I was last year? That's the thing with resolutions. Don't set a resolution. No one ever sticks with them. Anyway, you can have an intent, and you put that thought within the field of intent and let it be carried out by the energy of intent. Much better way of doing it. And it says, the self that was yesterday doesn't exist. It does not. However, the self you are, here's the thing, we're not nouns. We're verbs. We are verbing our way, moment by moment by moment. You are self-ing right now. Alan Watts, the great philosopher, the Zen clown of Ayurvedic philosophy back in the 50s, 60s, early 70s, said as the tree branches and the ocean waves, the universe self. We are the selfing of the universe. So we are selfing. There's no one permanent self. But the mistake that we make, according to the Buddha, is we try to create a solid, non-changing, ever-present self. It simply doesn't exist. And then we suffer. The Buddha said the way out of suffering is to recognize that we are change itself. We are emotion. We are dancing molecules, particles at play. Free-range particles. Don't hurt me, Simple says, Anna, what I remember about yesterday was I forgot the words of the day before. Awesome. Hey, Legendary Princess, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Legendary Princess and her awesome YouTube shorts. She's another one who is one of the best. All right, guys. I'm going to go do my yoga. It's rough work. Make a phone call. Remember, my friend Randy Creel is coming up. He's going to be talking about recovery from cancer, how he did it. And again, I'm just amazed that someone decided to do it by running 100 miles over and over and over again. You want to know about showing up? Randy knows how to show up. He's just, last weekend, he did another 50K. And it says, I'm fully enjoying the present. Hey, Anna, thank you for including me in your present. Thank you for including me in your present and your presence. Much appreciated. All of you guys. Cat says, can't wait. And then tomorrow, yoga. And legendary. My yogi mentor, my YouTube mentor. I have the subscribers that I have now because of yoga. Anyway, he's going to be up. And he's going to be talking about yoga as a path through breathing. Marlon says, that shirt put up to one side, hot, revealing more of a DC left trap. Actually, technically, it's my right. But you know what? You're right. That's a pretty big-ass trap. Kat says, Marlon, back off my man. That's right, guys. You don't want to... Evan already found what it's like to get Kat riled up. Big Al found out what it was like to get Kat riled up. I better cover myself up. I don't want Kat mad at me. Kat's going to be like, hey, you brought it on yourself. Just throwing off that trap. You know, we'll give Marlon one more people. Actually, this one's for you. This one's for you, Kat. Hey, it is Flex Friday. It is Flex Friday. That's for Flex Friday. Flex Friday. You didn't see it here, guys. I will deny that I ever did that. Evan says, have a good day, man. I got to start work now. Hope you have a good weekend. You too, Evan. Evan, thanks for coming in. Then he says, sorry, Kat, but never. Cat's laughing. Love you all. I love you all, too. Thanks, guys. I'm going to say it later. You know what? I only flexed the left arm. I didn't do the right. I'll say the right for a special occasion. Anna says, thank you so much, Jody, and Edward. Thank you guys so much. I had more fun talking to you than I did with the workout. Take care, guys.